Welcome back to R-TAC and the Brew Crew, and it's Christmas time with the little lights up. And we're going to do a Christmas drink that I like. So first of all, I got some Swiss Miss. That's right, peppermint. And I put it, if you're a child of the 80s like I am, then you know that this is Gundam Wing cup. I don't drink coffee. So anyway, and then we got our Darth Vader shot glass. And then we're going to spike our peppermint hot chocolate with some peppermint schnapps for Christmas time. So by the time you're seeing this, we're going to do a whole shot of peppermint our peppermint schnapps. Alright, so we'll take Darth Vader and dump him into our Gundam Wing cup. Put our lid back on. And if y'all try this, let me know in the comments below if you like it or not. Should I get my mixing device out? I need to get my mixing device out. We got our mixing device out here, and I just used I did make warm water for this because I don't think milk, half and half probably would have been good, but this is 8 ounces of water, hot water, which it's hot, and mixed up, and then now I'm mixing up the So basically what we got here is a kind of a watered down peppermint schnapps with hot chocolate. I had to fight the cat over my chair. Isn't that right, fat cat? Garfield. And you gonna talk to me now, he's mad. So anyway, cheers from Gundam Wing. Still got the chocolate taste to it. Still got the peppermint taste to it. And you can tell it's got a little bit of peppermint schnapps in it, but it's not bad at all. It's not, one doesn't cancel out the other. My note science has opened up, that's good. Not a bad drink. So you can even use regular hot chocolate mix with this, and then dump you a shot of peppermint schnapps in there, and get the same flavoring. But my marshmallows are gone. This is quite good. Better than what I thought it was going to be. And I don't think my peppermint schnapps is going to last to next year, because this is what we got left. I think we just did this last year by itself. So anyway, I'd like to wish everyone a Merry Christmas. Also, if you're Jewish, Happy Hanukkah. And there's no reason why you can't enjoy this. It should be kosher, right? Isn't alcohol kosher? I don't know. I'm not Jewish. But if not, it sucks to be you. If so, it's good to be you then. Hey, how about that? You get you both 50-50 right there. Little Gundam Wing action. In the upcoming year, I want to wish all y'all a Happy New Year. We're going to try to do at least one video a month. I got 4 more to do, and I might schedule 1 or 2 a month. I don't know yet. The other channels, my gun channel's taking up a lot of time, so of course it's monetized, so it pays itself. Well, it doesn't pay its way, but I get some little trinkets of change out of it. So, and I like to do this one. Eventually, I like for this one to be monetized as well. So I can go out and explore new drinks for everybody at home, where it's nice and safe, where you don't get DUIs or get in bar fights or have to deal with stupid people. But anyway, I like to take a time here and think about all the military men and women that we have downrange. They're not home. They're not going to be they hadn't spent the holidays with their families in quite some time. Those that are deployed, and yes, they're still deployed. War is terrible, but when you're the world's policeman and everybody expects you to take care of everything, and we've done it. So I mean, not saying that's not a noble cause, but it shouldn't cost the American taxpayers money. Again, I was never deployed overseas, so I can't say nothing about that, except I understand being deployed away from your family, which I have been for Katrina. So anyway, that's just I did nothing special. I just did a little job, and that was it. And I was glad I was there, what I did. But, think about those people that are downrange, missing their families and their sons and daughters missing them. Also, we need to calm down the rhetoric from the left. Not so much from the right, but from the left. The right's got some bad actors as well. We're all Americans. We're all human beings. Color is a construct that we put in. It costs nothing to be kind to one another. And then and those of my fellow Americans don't feed in and act like the stereotypes that you are put into in the boxes. I don't like labeling people. The only thing that needs to be labeled is what size my clothes are, or what size your clothes are, your shoes, and what you're drinking. I mean, what the hell? You think this bottle of peppermint schnapps gives a crap where you come from? What you do? No. But, we got laws for a reason, and we got borders for a reason. Everybody does. Whether you come from south of the border, or you come from overseas, you come from wherever, outer space, who cares? We're sitting colonies up in space like Gundam Wing did. If you watch those people, or that cartoon, and it has an adult genre to it, meaning that it may be a cartoon for kids, but it was not for like toddlers. It was for a little bit other than just toddlers. It was for high school kids. It was for junior high kids type cartoon, where we conquered space, and then we got space colonies fighting each other, and then fighting the Earth, and all kinds. It was all made up, but we know that that's human nature is. We got to fight each other. We got to fight for everything. But if we're united in a cause, whether it's to bring peace to the Earth, go to explore outer space and the other planets, and more than what we've done, go back to the moon, have a moon base. I mean, in my lifetime, I didn't think that we'd have rockets landing by themselves from the place they took off from, like in 1950s sci-fi shows. I'm a kid of the space shuttle. Star Trek shows a good thing. You cannot push a single religious agenda, and you cannot promote the woke agenda. What you can do and what you can be is nice to each other. It costs nothing to do that. God don't care if you're nice to each other. As a matter of fact, that's what He wants. That's what the Bible is. The Bible is a book of is a book full of stories on how you should live your life and how you should act. Don't read in between the lines And I'm not a Bible thumper by any chance. Here I am drinking on camera and talking about space pirates and space robots. But again, be a good person. If you don't agree with that person, that's okay. You don't have to agree with them, and you don't have to support them. The other side's got to learn that as well. You know, I didn't want this to get to a political rant, but anyway. Let's go back to Gundam Wing here, and our Gundam, and finish off our hot chocolate here. Peppermint hot chocolate. And you know, the sad thing is, I only got one peppermint Swiss Miss left, and that's it. I just used it. Now I got other, but I gotta use that on Christmas. If you're a good person, don't matter what side of the aisle you're from, reach out to somebody who's on the other side of the aisle. And we're getting ready to go into Christmas, so we know there's going to be a lot of pissed off people about the election now. For one is happy that it happened the way it did, which tells me that it would have happened 4 years ago if it wasn't for mail-in ballots. And that's, let's be honest here, 6 million Democrats just didn't not vote this year. That's a crock of shit, and y'all know it. But even though Biden was a terrible president, Obama was better, Bush was better. We don't need, and Junior was, and Reagan was good. So, you know, I got to live through the last 50 years of presidencies. I started out with Gerald Ford, you know, and then we went to Jimmy Carter, who didn't have the support of his own party. And how the hell do you become president and don't have the support? We also watched Joe Biden not survive a coup. And let's call it what it is. The Democratic Party couped him, like they did Bernie Sanders, because Bernie was a better candidate than Hildal was. They couped Joe Biden, and no one's talking about this. They knew he was not mentally fit to be president when he was running the first time. And then they figured, oh, we'll get Kamala in there. And they, honestly, I don't think, it's not that America is not ready for a female president or a Indian president, because she's from, or she has Indian descent. She's not a black woman. No, I don't buy that shit. That's why black men didn't vote for her. That's why a lot of women didn't vote for her. She was just terrible. They didn't have no primary. And they're not going to vote for somebody like Tulsi Gabbard. And the right likes her. Let's be honest. If Tulsi Gabbard looked like Amy Klobuchar from Wisconsin, there wouldn't be one GOP man give two shits about her. That's a fact, because I don't trust her voting record. Can people change parties? Yes. But do they really change parties? No. I mean, just think about this. Hillary Clinton was a Republican at one time. Donald Trump was a Democrat at one time. Ronald Reagan was a Democrat at one time. But they were moderate people. Bill Clinton was moderate. Why was he popular? When he got elected the first time, I thought, okay, well, the country wasn't that bad. I just turned 21, so I didn't get, or I just turned 18, so I didn't get to vote in that when he won. And the first time. But that whole Monica Lewinsky, I was like, no, I have to stay. You know, and I voted for Trump because he was an asshole and he was going to shake things up. And he done exactly what I thought he was going to do. Is he full of himself? Yeah. But what politician is not, right? Here's the thing. When Joe Biden was president, or still is, and Obama was president, even though I didn't vote for them, I didn't want them to do bad. They're the leader of our country. Same way with, you should be the same way with Trump or any Republican. They're the leader of the country. We want them to make good decisions because their good decisions reflect upon us. You know, we put them in office. We gave them power. Same way with those idiots in Congress and the House, in the House and the Senate, and they need term limits too. 10 years. 10 years in the House max. 10 years in this into the Senate. After that, you're gone. You can't run in either house. You have to run for president. Is that going to shake things up a lot? Yes. Is policy going to change a lot? Yes. Maybe for the good. It can't be no worse. Can't have no. And then insider trading has to stop. People in Congress cannot stop. AOC went in broke. She had less money than the $5,200 I got when she was elected. Good job. That just proves that she did what she needed to do to get elected. Even though I don't agree with her policies and she's a lunatic, but she did what she needed to do to get elected. She's worth $59 million now in 4 years. She went from zero to $59 million, and she only gets paid like $150,000 a year as a congresswoman. That's wrong. All the money we sent to the Ukrainians, those all should be loans and needed to pay it back. Joe Biden just did a whole bunch of student loan forgiveness again. But the poorest of those people, I fall into that notion. I don't get nothing forgiven. I still have to pay my damn student loans. But all those people that had government jobs, which didn't need no help because they were already making $70,000, $80,000 a year, guess what? They get their stuff. Let's take another drink. Probably not a good cup to pick from. It's kind of odd shaped. Won't be a problem cleaning it for sure. All right, it's all gone. So that's enough political talk. I really didn't want to do that, but we ended up doing it. Put our other glass in there, take our stuff up stairs and get it washed out. And I got to do laundry. But anyway, just listen to what I say. We need to come together as a country. Don't give a shit what color you are. Don't care what your ethnic background is. This is America. We are all Americans in this country. Okay? We can do anything when we're united. There's no reason for us not to be united because the politicians like and prey on that crap. Don't give them what they want. You know, there's that meme going around where there's the black guy from Terminator where Carl Weathers and Arnold Schwarzenegger shake hands and their arms inside. That's how we need to be. Everybody. If you don't like somebody, fine. You're right not to do that. Just don't be a dick about it. If we're united, and hopefully this next coming year, we'll have no more war in the Ukraine. No war in Syria, hopefully. And we can get back to doing what we need to do. Make America better than what it's ever been before. For everyone. Because if one person's doing well, it's going to spread. It's like it's kind of like a good disease. You know, you want everybody to do good. Because if everybody's doing good, then there's no problems. We can do that. But we got to stop listening to the media. They're the biggest enemy in this country. They keep racism alive for clicks and views. Don't fall into that crap. Okay? Our country is not the best in the world, but it's the best damn thing, or has the best track record on things. No country does. But this is the best country in the world. Why you think millions of illegal aliens take the risk to come here? Because they know they can make it here. The Americans, our fellow citizens, have lost that reasoning. It's us against them. Stop that shit. Stop it. Let's be us. All of us. And remember, it costs nothing to be kind to one another. No win to say win. And we'll catch you good folks in the new year.